Hey guys, Grandmastergriffin here of Griffin Martial Arts. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the inner deal, emotional martial arts, the black belt DNA. Thank you Spiky206 for joining. I appreciate that. We're going to talk a little bit about what the heck is emotional martial arts and what does that mean and who are you. Basically, I am an 8th degree black belt in Taekwondo, and I was teaching students, and I always had challenges with certain people. We have 4 basic personality types. We have a D for driver over here in the upper left hand corner, E for expressive, A for amiable, L for logical. So in this matrix, the driver, expressive, amiable, and logical are personality types for fighting, for living, for anything in life. A driver personality is a person that likes to go direct, straight ahead, touch. They're one-dimensional. In terms of fighters, like in point fighting or sparring, driver personalities are going to hit you hard with their best stuff each and every time, all the time. They can't really deviate. If they got a good round kick or a good reverse punch, they're going to use it not only on you, but everybody else. Drivers can't really change their stripes, but they're going to come at you with their best stuff hard all the time. The expressives are the flashy ones. They love the high-flying kicks, the jump kicks, the spin kicks, tornado kicks, 360s. They love to "Ayah!" They love to yell. They like to bob and weave. They like to put on a show. They're very visual, and they're three-dimensional in their approach. Number 3 is the amiable, what I call the Chuck Norris, the counter fighters. They are very reactive. They anticipate things. They're able to block and counter quicker than anybody else. This tricky part is the 4th dimensional of space and time. Someone throws a punch, at that time is space that's created to be exploited. So if somebody throws a kick, if you wait too long, you've gotten kicked. If you move too soon, they haven't kicked yet, and you can't block something that hasn't arrived yet. So amiables react, they block and counter better than anybody else. So at that particular time the kick is coming, there's an opening, hence the space. Once they exploit it, they've counter fought. Number 4, logical. As a logical fighter, they're going to like patterns. They love to analyze, study the numbers. What kicks does this person do more than the other kick? What side is in front? What other percentages? They love angles, and they're two-dimensional beings. Part of the problem, or challenge, I like to use the word challenge, in teaching students how to physically do a punch. The drivers are very kinesthetic. They like to touch, they like to feel, and so their weakness is when they can't touch it. Their weakness is when they can't feel it and when they're made to look silly because they've missed. And it's wimpiness. They hate not being strong. Expressives, they love bobbing and weaving and motion. They get more energy by getting more energy. However, if you can shut them down by having them have to think and verbalize things, they have a hard time with that. So if you're sparring an expressive, you could try to out-express them, or you could have a very simplistic game plan and figure out their unpattern. What's an unpattern? An unpattern is the opposite of a logical. Logicals love 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expressives? 5, 19, 32, square root of pi, cube root of the log of 15. They're all over the place. So you can't figure them out, except they won't do the same thing 3 times in a row. They might do it twice, rarely 5 times in a row, because they get bored. They got to do something different. So they'll always change up. So that's their weakness, is that they won't do the same thing 3 times in a row. They also, if you make them think on the spot, they will freeze up because they're usually reacting in the moment. They're not thinking in the moment. Number 3, amiable. They love to react. They love to anticipate. However, they hate to initiate. They hate to make the first move. Like if you're at work and you say, "Hey guys, what do you guys want for lunch?" The driver will tell you what they want for lunch. We're going to go to Pizza Luce and get me the chicken wings, or get me the pepperoni pizza with sausage. That's what I want. Expressives, if they saw a commercial, if it's Taco Tuesday at Taco John's, or if it's telling my age, Art Songs Half Bucket Tuesday or Thursday. I think there's a place in St. Paul called Hickory Hut. They have the same recipe, Art Songs. Pretty good. But expressives, if they see a commercial, hear a commercial, they will tune into that. Logicals, at the office, they'll actually probably have a chart. Okay, it's Bob's turn on Monday, it's Alice's turn on Tuesday, it's Sam's turn on Wednesday, and they'll have a record of who bought what from where and when. So they will analyze it to death. How much you spent? Did you use petty cash? Did you pay out of your own money? Blah, 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 blah. In terms of emotions, the drivers feel their emotion through their technique with power. Expressives, they like to be the center of attention. So if you take away the center of attention, that's their blind spot. If you outdrive a driver, meaning that you make them back up, they hate backing up. They're not good at it. If you hit them a lot of times fast, they hate blocking. Why? Because they initiate. They don't react very well. So that's how you can beat a driver. And amiable, if you use fakes, like fake a kick, throw a punch. Fake a punch, throw a kick. Fake a punch, throw a punch. Fake a kick, throw a kick. Always changing up the timing and rhythm, and they have a hard time because they key in off the first thing that you throw. But if the first thing you throw is a fake, yeah, I got them. Logical, you almost have to kind of break the rhythm, break your pattern, do things that you normally wouldn't do. Example, like when I used to compete in sparring, I would warm up doing techniques I'm never going to use in the match. For example, I would do, let's say, back leg front kicks. I would do twist kicks to warm up. What's the purpose of a warm up? Get the body heat up, get the elasticity in the legs, and just kind of get a light sweat, not to give away your best techniques. Because you may be thinking, well, I'm in the corner of a gym. You never know who's watching you, and you never know whose student may go tell, hey, I saw Keith warming up with spin hook kicks and ridge hands. Oh, okay. Then the guy you fight's already got you beat because he's waiting for you to throw what? Spin hook kicks and ridge hands, and he can counter fight you. However, if you're doing front kicks and front hand jabs, and you don't do those in your normal fight, he's going to be looking for the front kicks. You never throw it. He'll be looking for the front hand jab. You never throw it. He's easier to beat because he's trying to fight his own logic. All right, this is Grandmaster Griffin going over emotional martial arts. I'm the owner of Griffin Martial Arts and Cardio Arts Kickboxing. Yes, and we use these drills in our kickboxing class. I do it with little kids. So I take one technique and break it up in 4 different areas. So say, for example, a back fist. Oh, you can't see it, but let's say a back fist strike that goes out and back. With the driver, we hit something hard. So like a focus mat or paddle, and I try to generate more power by maybe leaning, maybe accelerating from the floor, pushing up, whatever things I can do to increase my power. That's how drivers learn best. Expressives, maybe I got to bounce a little bit, maybe I got to switch feet, maybe I got to do a jump back fist, maybe I got to do an angle back fist, maybe I got to do a combination of a back fist, jump back fist, whatever, mixing it up. That's how they learn. Music helps, believe it or not. Having some music in the class helps. Number 3, amiables, they're good at call and response. So for example, if I say the number 1, you're going to do a back fist. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. So timing drills are real important for amiables because that's what they learn from in reality, and then also you can put that into a drill. So for example, I can't really I'll have to get a stand, but if I do this with little kids and it's fun. Let's say the left hand punch is a 1, the right hand punch is a 2. So to encourage the will this work? Yeah, we'll see. So this is my left hand, so 1 and a 2. So if I say 1, 1, that should be 2 left hand punches. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, pop, 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 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. So it helps go 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Because in the brain, they have to process not just the noise, but the number and then what they need to do. Drivers are good at hut, boom, hut, When they hear a sound, they just do the technique. They're not good at processing what they need to do different when they hear 1 or 2 or even a 3. If I said 3 is a hook, 1 1 2 3, 1 1 2 3, 3 2 1, 3 2 1. So we'll do that in partners, back and forth. Logicals, they like progressive patterns. What does that mean? Well, they like to know the lay of the land. Let's say it's 1 2 3. So 1 is a jab, 1 2, jab cross, 1 2 3, jab cross hook, 1 2 3 1, 1 2 3 1, 1 2 3 2, 1 2 3 2, 1 2 3 3, 1 2 3 3. And then they might also really enjoy knowing the pattern of a progressive 1 1 2 1 2 3, 1 1 2 1 2 3, and they'll go to work 1 1 2 1 2 3, 1 1 2 1 2 3. So they'll do that. Expressives, they hate patterns. They hate formalities. They like freestyle. So they might bob 1 1 2 1 2. So they're kind of whatever they feel like doing. You know, they might switch feet, might do a jump, they might do a scream, they might do a yell, all over the place. The drivers gotta hit something every time hard. So they really don't like the flashy stuff without substance and foundations. The amiables like to block first. They like to move away, then throw the punch. All right, this has been Grandmaster Griffin, and I want to thank you for watching this. We've had a few viewers. Thank you for the hearts, and I appreciate it. But we're going to be doing live shows. Ooh, show chat. What the heck is that? I'm learning this every day. So I'm going to be also teaching this in my school, and we're going to be doing some live periscopes 5 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Griffin Martial Arts, Rising Sun 2054 Marshall Avenue in St. Paul. Once again, thank you very much. This has been Grandmastergriffin.online. So we'll see you guys soon, and thank you. Next time, I'll send out a prep, and you guys can ask questions. I'm going to put this on my Facebook page. I think it's facebook.com/MasterGriffin1.